I'm Bruce Winton. This is my wife Catherine, the youngest son Ben. We're sheep farmers at Spar, which is Winton's about approximately 16 k's that way, and Invercargill is approximately 30 k's that way. This property is just under 500 acres. There's approximately 2,300 ewes go to the ram, and we run a bit over 600 hoggets. Now the main reason you're here is for my Shelterbelts. Now this one here is one of my last ones I planted in 2009. It was an old row of pines we got cut down, and these are popular Trichrocarpia. Well, you can't see so much, but there's mountain flax in between them. Initially this is sprayed off with garter prim and with a wee bit of Roundup, and what I do would be approximately 3 times a year, like in the spring, middle of summer and early May. I'll go back over them again with Roundup and Tordon Max, with a bit of Tordon Max to kill some of these other weeds. One of the big things with Shelterbelts is to have a good stock-proof fence, pre-plant spraying, and order your plants well in advance. And the other thing is to keep going around your Shelterbelts to maintain them, because one thing they don't like is competition. If you want a good, well-established Shelterbelt, you've got to get rid of your competition. Right, from here we can sort of see how there's quite a bit of variety, and with height too. Over here we got Veronese poplars, and there's flax, and there's actually Pittosporum tenifolium, and then we come through here. This is Tasman poplars with pampas grass underneath it, and then you might be able to see through the gap there's a hedge of Alleria paniculata that my parents planted in 1962. And then there's Cotswell and Golds through the gap. That's quite a big hedge, and then there's willows with flax, and then your older Marca-carpers, and then it's Pinus radiata here. It's about 3 or 4 trees wide. My own personal opinion is you need a balance on your property of lower and taller stuff, but you must always remember that quicker growing stuff or taller stuff you're going to have a lot more maintenance with, especially something like Marca-carpers or conifers here. 2010 in Southland we had a weather experience at lambing time, or snow, etc. Now we ended up with 123% lambing. That's what we weaned. I would shudder to think what we would have got if we didn't have shelter. Certainly, I haven't actually calculated what we saved, but certainly things like shorn sheep and that sort of thing, or rough lambing time, it's invaluable. These posts and timber that are around here, they've been milled off this property. So the saving there too, like a small shelter woodlot can have great benefits to a farm. To get advice on shelter, like in Southland, Environment Southland, there's books. Like I know over the years I've bought books on natives, and like the Farm Forestry Association has a magazine, Tree Grow I think it's called. There's information on that, and there's a pamphlet or a booklet that I think it was MAF put out years ago, George Stockley, and it, in my opinion, it was probably as good as any. And then there's farmers, if you just drive around and say, well, that joker there's got nice shelter, I should go and give him a yell. Yeah, and I know myself, I don't mind giving people advice on what to plant or what not to plant, what works or what doesn't work. This belt here I planted in 1981. It's just flax and Lombardy poplars. I rate this one of my better Shelterbelts. It's once it was established, I've done virtually nothing to it. I probably never will have to. It's low maintenance. It's got low shelter, and admittedly it's not tall, but it's got benefits of both. I'm quite a fan of poplars because the majority of them are low maintenance, and they're easily handled. Most of my shelters too run to some degree north and south, If you are planting them east and west, you have to have deciduous or something quite low, because you'll get quite a shading effect. Advising someone that's just starting off, young farmer, like just something cheap and ready to available down here, like flax. You can't, I don't think they sell pampas grass anymore, but you can get toys, something like that, and then later on you can add things to your belt. You want, get a few initially in, and look after it, fence it, spray it, pre-plant spray and all those sort of things. But and then once you've got a bit going, you can go into a bit more, if you want to go natives or poplars or or conifers. It'll be relevant to your area, that what's really available. Like I know down here, I don't know what it's, things like Lions clubs and those sort of things sell flax as a fundraiser, and it's not even hard to, if you've got a big old bush, get it pushed out and cut it all up, things like that. And poplars are not hard to get cuttings off. Willows, these modern willows, yeah, and there's heaps of varieties of poplars around that it's not hard to get some cuttings for nothing, basically. Like it has completely changed the aspect or the look of this property. Completely changed it.
Community value sort of.
Yeah. It's become pleasing to look at, to drive around, work on. Consequently, we won a Environment Southland Award, and also in 2009 we entered in the Balance Farm Environment Awards, and we won a Gallagher Innovative Award for use of natives and Shelterbelts. Yeah, so.
And also, if it's a rough day and you're on the motorbike and you're going round, it's amazing, even standing here, how much heat you get off the Shelterbelt. Like, you can shelter in there quite easily, and it's quite warm, so you actually know yourself that it does work.
Yeah, so there is lots of benefits.